parents should really be teaching their kids about money management before they turn 18 and go off into college and then become adults and then turn out like me. But that's a conversation for another time. Hey Peeps, my name is Rina and welcome to my anxiety-filled life. I'm in a really good mood today because I didn't get a lot of sleep. You ever feel like when you don't get enough sleep, you definitely feel like you have more energy, and if you sleep too much, you don't have enough energy? Well, that's the type of energy that I have today. Plus, the reason why I didn't sleep last night is because I was watching the Teddy Riley versus Babyface battle, which was a hot mess, and if you saw it, you already know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, I'm going to link it in the description box, and I'm going to also link the Facebook page that I saw that had a bunch of memes that were just perfect, like everything that everybody was thinking. And you're going to see me like probably in the comments or I was just like rolling up because I was commenting a lot, but it was just a hot mess. And D-Nice saved the night though. Like I was up until I think his phone died around like, was it like 2:30? Probably a little bit before 2:30, like 2:15ish. I remember like he said like his phone was about to be on 1%. So I stayed up all night listening to him, and it was just an amazing night. But now I have like no energy, but I'm gonna get through this video regardless. Let's do this. So if you saw my last video, thank you so much for returning. For anyone who is a new peep here, welcome, and let's get straight into the video. Since the Rona has us inside, we might as well get our finances together. And you know, I know you're probably watching YouTube videos all day like I am, so might as well do something productive, right? Right, okay. So today, I wanted to do my budgeting video finally. It's actually gonna be a mini series because I realized like I had a lot of content to like put out there, so I wanted to just put it into 4 videos and make it into, you know, 4 different parts instead of one long video. I didn't want to just leave y'all dragging for a whole hour-long video. So today will be the first part of the budgeting series. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos and I feel like they always leave out certain things and get straight to the numbers. So I decided to create, you know, a little mini series to reflect what I thought should be included as well. So basically this series is going to cover why I budget, how I created my budget, how I track my budget, and then how I also maintain it. I assume you clicked on this video because you're interested or at least curious about budgeting, or you've seen other budgeting videos and they just didn't quite cut it for you. Sorry, I be talking way too fast when I am like sleep deprived, but I'm gonna get it together so you can understand me. I hope this mini series definitely fills a void that I feel like other YouTube videos about budgeting definitely, you know, have. So hopefully it's easy to understand, easy to follow, and something that you can stick with so that you can get your finances in order. This first part of the mini series, I think in my opinion, is the most important, which is why do you need a budget? So let's get into it. Like I said before, I feel like a lot of YouTube videos kind of graze over the why part of budgeting, and I feel like that's just like the most important part of budgeting. The why is the more emotional and psychological part of budgeting, and that's what's gonna help you stick to it. Budgeting is like a healthy skill, and like with any other healthy skill, you have to, you know, figure out why you're doing it in the first place, because that's the core of like what's gonna help you stick with it. Just like you know, losing weight or, you know, smoking, you won't actually, you know, stop doing it, or start doing it I should say, unless you figure out why you're doing it in the first place, because then it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't even matter. You will find motivation and stick to that habit as long as you're practicing it and as long as you're realizing why you're doing it in the first place. Do you want to budget so that you can finally pay off that debt that's been lingering over your head for a while? Do you want to budget because you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck? Do you want to budget because you're saving up for a big expense like a house, a car, or trying to get into a new apartment? Or you just want to start living below your means because you realize you're not having enough money by the end of the month after all your bills are paid? For me, all of these applied when I created my budget way back in college. I was saving up for an apartment for when I move out of my parents' house. back in 2017. I eventually want to save for a car. I don't have a car anymore because I don't like driving. So whatever your reason is for creating a budget, make sure that it's personal to you, because that's what's gonna help you stick to it. So before I started my new job, I used to go to therapy, and then COVID happened, so I never was able to find a new therapist, but I definitely will be returning after this whole pandemic. I know that some people are doing like video call sessions, but I feel like I need to be in person and in the same space as my therapist for it to work. But anywho, during those therapy sessions, I realized that no matter who you are, no matter what you've learned, no matter how much you've grown, everything always comes back to your childhood. This includes your love languages, your identity, and even your relationship with money, which is what we're talking about today. So just take a moment to think about how money played a role in your childhood. Like, did your parents ever talk to you about money management? Did you have grow up with a surplus or a lack of money in the household? Did your parents ever teach you anything, or was it even discussed in the household? As you're thinking about this, think about how your childhood, in terms of money, has affected how you're spending money or how you're dealing with money today. As a child of 2 Caribbean parents, I'd like to say that there weren't really that many conversations about money. It kind of didn't exist. The things I learned about money were, do you have enough McDonald's money? Always save 10 to 20% of your income, and stay out of grown folks' pockets. That's it. Those are the things I learned. I mean, there were little things here and there, but like those are the most encompassing things that I can remember at the moment. I love my parents. I love them dearly, but I really didn't learn about money from them. I kind of had to self-teach myself. It is what it is. That really needs to change, and parents should really be teaching their kids about money management before they turn 18 and go off into college and then become adults and then turn out like me. But that's a conversation for another time. The moral of the story is basically just repair your relationship with money. Identify like your habits and how you spend money, and then just really evaluate like what you can do to better your relationship with money. I'm a strong and firm believer that if you repair your money mindset, you'll be able to stick with your budget and stay within your means. Piggybacking off of the money mindset, I think that the best thing to do before you even create a budget is try to figure out your spending habits, because this will just help your budget like tremendously. The biggest thing you can do right now to take action is to just go through your bank statements, whether it's 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. I would recommend 3 months so that you can like see a pattern and just figure out what your spending habits are from month to month. I've personally done this. Like, I've gone through my bank statements to see like what charges are happening every month, like what subscriptions that I've signed up to. There were times where I found subscriptions that I haven't used in months and I was still getting charged for them, so I had to cancel them so I can save money in my budget. So while you're going through your bank statements, whether it's 1, 2, 3 months back, just ask yourself, like, are you spending too much at social events when you go out with your friends, like to a club, or whether you're going out to brunch or something? Are you spending too much money? Are you spending money on material things that just to impress people, for people that don't even give a damn about you? And you it's not necessarily meaning that you're buying stuff to impress people. Sometimes those things are for yourself, but just evaluate the things that you are buying for yourself and the things that you're buying to impress other people. That's all I'm saying. Also, while you're going through these, try to see, are you spending too much money on takeout instead of just cooking at home a few days per week? These are the things that you need to be looking out for. And I'm just letting you know that I'm not here to shame you at all. Like, I've definitely had some of these spending habits, and I've nipped them in the bud as I'm looking through, and it's saved me like hundreds of dollars per month. Evaluating my spending habits definitely helped me as well, because I was able to see where I was spending money where it wasn't necessary, and putting it towards my savings or things that I really needed. Another thing about me is that I'm not a shopaholic. Like, I don't shop all the time, but I do notice that I shop when I'm feeling emotional. So like, if The last time that I did like a huge shopping spree was when I got a new job and I spent like, you know, a lot of money. And I realized like I'm swiping my credit card anytime like something really good happens. But did I necessarily need those things? Probably not. I mean, most of it was work clothes that I did need, but there were some things I picked up along the way that I didn't need. As well as shopping when I'm feeling down. So like, you know, anything, you know, that could have come up, like a death in the family, or, you know, an opportunity that came up that you weren't able to participate in. Something like that is what draws me to just, you know, mindlessly go on Amazon and shop for things that I don't even need, or going to Target. I love going to Target, and when you go to Target, you're not shopping to get things that you need. You let Target tell you what you need, right? So that's me. So I'm definitely better at curbing those spending habits, like, you know, trying to get myself in check, or sometimes, you know, taking off my debit cards and my credit cards so that I can't easily just press purchase. So I manually have to take the card out of my phone wallet and, you know, actually put the numbers in. And for those of you that are like rookie level, like I already have the cards memorized, I have terrible memory, so I can't memorize my cards. And I am glad that I can't memorize my cards, because I would be spending all the time. And that would be bad. Another thing that has stopped, like, or curbed my spending habits is that this is my phone wallet, and I keep Julius in there. I know you probably saw that in the last video, but like, this is what I really have printed out in my wallet. Just so that, you know, I'm not spending all the time. So when I open my wallet, this is exactly what I see. I see him looking at me, judging me, telling me I shouldn't be spending. And I listen. And I got this from, you know, printing it on my HP Sprocket. My boyfriend got it for me for Christmas, and this is exactly what I wanted. So you could, you know, print it out with a regular printer and then cut it, but this prints it out in like perfect sizes. So if you want to look it up, I'll link this in the description box so you can find it on, I think it was Amazon. Sorry, I just went off on a tangent, but let me bring it back. Basically what I'm saying is that spending isn't necessarily bad. It's just that you need to pinpoint the bad spending habits so that you can keep, you know, your budget balanced. And that's literally going to be the key. So the next video will definitely, you know, really show you like my spending habits. I'm gonna like put all my business out there. I don't care if people know how much I spend a month. I really don't care. But yeah, we're gonna get deep down into the numbers and the detail. If you made it here to the end, thank you so much for kicking it with me. I have a lot of energy today, yo. Okay, I need to chill out, because I gotta edit this video, and that's gonna take a few hours. But I've definitely gotten better. I think my first video took me like 10, 11 hours to edit, and now I've gotten it down to 3 or 4 hours thanks to my brother. He's my heart, honestly. But let me know if you have any questions or comments in the description, in the comment section below. It's the energy. Let me know if you have any questions or comments in the description, but I said it again. Bruh, get it together. Let me know if you have any questions or comments in the comment section below. The next video will be part 2, so that's going to be getting into the nitty gritty of how I created my budget, and then we're going to start to get into the numbers. I'm going to include my free spreadsheet that I've created for myself. I was going to make it into a digital product and like sell it, but I mean, I'm trying to be as helpful as possible, so this is going to be completely free. So the next video will definitely have it linked in the description box so that you can use it, you can manipulate it so that it fits your unique situation, and I'm fine with that. So per usual, stay safe, stay inside, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Young, broken, independent, not broken, not quitting, I'ma get it. Even though I still struggle, I'm sufficient. Like what's up, aiming how it's business. Believe me, it's finna happen. They call them detours, we call it passion. How many no's you receive? I just stopped counting. So why you still doing this shit? I'ma cash in the fountain. See this dream dance between my ear canal, lives inside my heart like a future child. Possess the wisdom in between my smile. The world gotta see me, it may take a while. That's okay, it's prepared for. Played a lot of shows I had to pay for. Define the crowd, me, myself, and I, and the DJ and my homeboys. Good things take some time, I'm like, ooh yeah. Patience is a virtue when I'm moving. Looking at my life, it's a movie. Lot of ups and downs, I'm sticking to it. I got the sauce, I got the drip. I make the play, I get the assist. Impossible, it exists. The slow grind made a better trip.
Oh wait, am I recording? Hold up. Oh, I am. Since the Rona has us inside, since the Rona has mic check 1 2 1 2. 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 Mic check 1. Mic check 1. Mic check 1. Mic check, check, chicka chicka chicka. Mic check 1. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check.